Hi folks, Charlie here from Model Making Maniacs, and I'm just going to do the final review now on this chuck glider, the Cheeto chuck glider. Okay, so the last video that you would have seen, I was working on the wings and getting the tail section done and a few other bits and pieces, but that's all finished now. So let's have a look at the wing. From underneath, you can see now that I used a carbon fiber rod. Now that's probably overkill for such a small glider like this. I should have really have used, I think I should have used the strip. So you can see I've also got a little bit of carbon fiber strip in here. So really, that's a really thin carbon fiber strip. I did that basically because I placed the servos too close to the edge of the aileron, and it should have been closer to the front of the wing, giving me a little bit more room here. And by putting it so close, I've weakened this section. That's why I've got the extra carbon fiber strip in there. And these are 3-gram servos, by the way. But having it so close means that it's really difficult to actually get the little push rod and its connector, bent and adjusted. So I'd recommend that if you're doing if you're doing this, that you move those servos a little bit more forward, and you can bring the carbon fiber strips right from along here, and you could take it sort of past that first dihedral, and it'll give you a little bit more wing strength. But as it is, it's worked out quite okay. So the push rods, the control horns are screwed in, and then there's a small plate on this side for strength. Okay, fantastic. In the tail section, I've cut out the elevators, and you can see now that I've used a small piece of bicycle spoke and bent it, and then hot glued it into a slot that I've cut into each of the control surfaces, and then put the servo into the tail, into that elevator section, and then connected it with a little piece of bicycle spoke there. That's probably overkill as well. And while we're in this area, I've got taped a couple of pieces of lead on the back there, just to give it a bit more weight on the tail. And then I've cut a slot down the side for the servo wires, and you can also see on the wings that I've cut a slot in the wing for the servo wires, and that's the servo extensions. They're going in underneath the wing cavity, and then which threads through into the first part of the into this section of the cockpit. All right. Because there's not much room in the cockpit area for once you've got your battery in there, I ended up putting the 10 amp ESC on the outside, held it in place with a bit of tape, and the FlySky receiver is on the side, and then the aerial's just been taped to this section here. So I've cut the nose section off of the fuselage, and then made a little 3-ply 5mm excuse me, plywood, and then attached the motor to that, and hollowed a little section out of the cockpit cover, and that's held in place with a toothpick on the front and a magnet that will hold the cockpit in place, which is very cool. So yeah, we're ready to fly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to post up the maiden flight videos for the Cheetah Chuck Glider. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time we do a video anyway. Bye for now.